Hey, what's up? It's Matt with Live Minds. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a great day. Hey, today I got a serious topic, very serious topic, and I want to talk about these. Now that the FDA has approved the Pfizer vaccine, now that it is approved, they can go along with their mandates. I want to talk about that today and how we all have a very hard decision. And I know a lot of people are on the fence. A lot of people are saying no. A lot of people are saying they don't have a problem with it. But I want to talk about this today, and I want to talk about some of the history that we need to be looking at and being conscious of as this is going on. So, first of all, hit that subscribe button below. Hit that like. Hit that notification. You want that bell. You want notifications every time I upload. Really appreciate it. Helping me grow my channel, build this. But I want to talk about the jab. Now that they've FDA approved it, and in New York it's already mandated where you have to have your card. You have to walk around with a card and your ID. Not a lot of people know you have to have your ID with it. So you have not only a card but an ID, okay? And they are forcing people that say per se have disabilities and can't take the jab. They're forcing them out of work. Now, I can draw a couple parallels to back in the time of when all that really bad stuff was happening in Germany. They started out cleaning everything up, getting everything cleaned up. Then they started with the passports. They made everyone carry a card, and they started getting rid of what's so-called useless eaters. This is what they call them, useless eaters. And these are the people that aren't able to work, maybe have disabilities, maybe have reasons that they can't participate as much in society as others. Now, these were the first people that they targeted when they started doing the horrific things that they were doing in those days. Also, they made people walk around with the card, and you always had to have a card, a verification of who you are and things like that. And we have to look at these parallels. If we can't see parallels being drawn and things being done the same way, just in different circumstances under a crisis, as they say. I'm not gonna go into the jabs in my view on. I just don't believe people. I think people should have their freedom of choice. See, and this is what I really want to talk about is we're losing freedom of choice. We're losing our freedom of being able to choose. I want to do this. I want to do that. Now, if you don't agree with this authoritative dictatorship, whatever the word is. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. But if we want to live under a world like this is our last time to fight. Like, I don't even know if we still have a chance. I don't, because most people are going to be either fired from their job, and if they don't take it, which is discrimination at the highest level, because of freedom of choice. You should be able to choose to, and they're doing it as under private businesses can say, hey, we want this to happen and this or whatever. But no one's talking about how the private businesses are being coerced into making their businesses do that. And then it comes down to the people. The people are in a situation, all of us are in a situation where if we don't take what they want to give us and continue taking it and bending over and just taking it, then we are going to, if we don't, we're gonna be outcasted. There's coming in to be a social credit score. I'll make another video on that. I've made one before if you want to check it out. But it's serious. it's the credit score. They're literally, if you've ever looked into eugenics and what eugenics is about, it's about, they call them the useless eaters. The people that are consuming, and that's all they're doing. They're consuming. They're not doing anything but consuming and producing waste. And this is how they look at it. And this was started, I mean, you can go back to Planned Parenthood, you can go back to all these things and look at where Planned Parenthoods were put. A lot, mostly in the more rougher parts of America, because that's where they wanted to implement it the most. Now we have these jabs coming, and it's gonna be mandated where every single person has to have it. Otherwise, you can't go to a store, you can't go to a restaurant, you can't go to a movie, you can't go to a gas station, you can't do anything without this. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. We need to understand and come to the conclusion that we have a freedom of choice, and if we don't fight now, this fight is not about us. It's about our kids and our kids' kids and the next generations to come. There won't be any. There will be a couple more, and then people will not be able to reproduce. Do the research into what they are trying to do. I mean, I can't say a whole lot on here because they'll ban me, and hopefully, I can try to work around it and make more videos so more people understand. Just using different language. I think we really need to open our eyes to what's happening and drawing these parallels of what has happened. They're already building encampments in Australia. For people that have COVID. They're putting them in like encampments. They already have little houses built for them, and this is what is going to come. And they already have them here. They're called green zones. Look it up. Green zones. They call them green zones. Are shielding. And that's another name for it. But it's camps for people that are at high risk to society because they haven't took it yet. We really need to look and understand. We need to really open our eyes. We need to pray to God. We need to have faith in these times. And we need to understand what they're doing. And we can't just look past it and just say, it's life. We have to. For some people, you're going to have to. And that's just how it goes. But not everyone's going to follow suit. Not everyone's going to follow suit. The people that don't follow suit are going to be the ones persecuted, that are going to be taken away, that are going to be removed. Sadly, and people think this is impossible, but think what happened, a year and a half ago. We didn't think any of this would be possible, and most people didn't. I didn't think this would be possible on a massive global scale. This is global. Every single person, every single country, every single place. This is what's happening. This is an agenda that they've been pushing, and they're gonna keep pushing it until they get it, and it's not gonna stop. You give them an inch, they take a mile. Look what they're doing with the CRT, with all this and that. What they're trying to go back and make it segregated and all this and that, which only leads to race, people discriminating and race wars. This is what it creates. We need to open our eyes, understand what's going on, that the choices we have to make in the coming future with I would say weeks. I don't think it's going to be long. It's going to be weeks. We need to understand. We need to open our eyes. We need to educate people on what is really going on. And we need to fight back. As an individual, you can't fight back because you feel powerless. They have made you feel that way through conditioning, and then you're stuck in a state of learned helplessness. You don't know what to do. You're confused. You don't know the truth. What's going on? What's coming? Blah blah blah. This is how they do it. It's all, and then they have distractions every which way you can look. I mean, language is a distraction. If you really look into language, maybe I should make a video about that, like linguistics and language, and how speaking can certain ways can deceive the masses and make them, there's propaganda. There's all different ways of using language that they do to change our minds on how we believe in things. And if they can change our perception, they can change our worldview. So we need to be conscious, well aware, understanding what's going on, and stand up for your rights. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for our country, the freedom, the liberty that we're supposed to have. It's gonna be gone soon. No one sees it. I mean, people see it, but not enough. We need more people to stand up and do something. And just educating each other, that can help. I love you all. I hope you got something from this, and I'll talk to you later. And once again, hit that like if you like my content, and hit that share if you want people to see this. People really need to see and understand what is really going on, and draw these parallels to what happened back in the day when all that horrific stuff happened with camps, and you know what I'm talking about, and see how it's kind of following suit in line with exactly that. So I love you all. Talk to you later, and we'd see you in the next video.